Welcome, disc golf fans. This is Derek with Gatekeeper Media. I have Mike Moser beside me on the mic as a guest commentator today, and we are at Stafford Woods in Voorhees, New Jersey, a beautiful, beautiful course here in southern New Jersey, and we are recording the 2019 Stafford Open men's round 2 coverage, back 9. The tournament is brought to you by Innova, and this coverage is brought to you by Innova as well. Let's take a minute to look over the leaderboard as of right now, and it looks like Matt Bell is really starting to get that commanding lead here. But you're right on his heels.
I'm still there
for sure. And again, I had mentioned it before, but I love seeing the variety of companies represented on this card. So it's always good to see the talent that everybody's got.
So here we are on the start of our back 9, which is the first hole. They added a longer pin in, and now it's a very straight shot, 309 feet down back to here. I went and practiced this one a lot at lunch, and I was trying this outside route here.
Oh,
and I thought I hit it perfectly, but caught a late tree. Kevin needs a little more flip. He got most of the way though.
But a pretty progressive or aggressive hit to the left there.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be left on this hole. That's the worst place to be. Matt keeps it low.
And it seems to work out just fine.
Wow, he really slid up there.
Well, you can really tell that he's really started to settle in on his mechanics here, and it's just kind of all muscle memory at this point.
Colten, a little off, but he ends up in a fine spot. Might give him a long bit at it. So Kevin obviously is in a bad place. He's looking up really high. And
oh, wow.
That was a great out.
Yeah, talk about scramble game.
I almost have a long bit at it. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
You got there.
Yep, so that means Colten definitely does have some kind of bid at it. See if he can can a long one. No, trees must have been lined up.
Yeah, really narrow gap.
Yeah, Matt. Wow, Matt did slide all the way up there. Nice. Another birdie.
With authority, too.
Puts him 8 down through 10.
And Kevin really capitalizing on an amazing scramble up shot here.
Yes.
Saves his par.
That was a great save. I think I even walked over to look to see what he had done.
Like what the line he took?
Yeah, yeah. And I think I shook my head.
Well, and I believe this is only the second event, technically, that Kevin has played on this course.
Okay. Well, he is a woods golfer, so
from Carolina, so he was bred in it for sure.
Yep. Even down in Maryland where he plays now. Mm-hmm. Here we have hole 2. Well, it's our hole. 11. Yeah. You want to try to beat that tree that you just saw to the left there with a slight turnover and let it hyzer out and finish somewhere short of this log. That'll give you a chance to throw the hard anhyzer back into this corner where the hole is hiding.
Wow.
That's very nice. He's right at the end of that log. That's perfect.
And just really hugged the outside left rim of the fairway and nice and clean. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's going deep left, right where you don't want to be. It's got a nice little move going. Hyzering out.
Wow,
that's it. That's how you draw it up, folks, right there. He looks like he's going with a putter. Just for position. Oh. That hurts when you're laying up for position and you still hit early. But he's got a nice forehand.
He's got a good carry on it. It should get him in a pretty
So
good
this is
position.
another one I took a lot of time on. and I decided to try something really ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You must be playing for a while then, huh?
It was a ridiculous shot.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate for Kevin here.
I took Fish out there afterwards, and because he wanted to see how ridiculous it was, and he tried it a bunch of times and was just like, all right, that was ridiculous. So Matt, from perfect position, throws a perfect upshot. Going here, a little, gives it a bit of a run.
This is definitely runnable for
Kevin.
Kevin.
Come on, Kevin. Oh,
it's that plate.
Good, solid run.
You know, that ding sound that it makes is very disheartening sometimes.
So, yeah,
solid connection.
You could tell I was happy about that 3.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about Kevin's scramble to save his par and your scramble to get your bird. Basically, it's, you know, I see your scramble and I race you.
And Matt playing the hole correctly the entire way with another birdie.
An effortless tap in.
Hole 3 here. We got a shot, first shot over the pond. It's kind of a slight hyzer the entire way. I like to throw a flip up disc. To me, it opens up the gap more to hyzer it and let it flip up into this gap and hyzer out at the end. There's a high pin.
Yeah. Very high.
Yeah, that they put in for the tournament. So,
and you can see it right here. It's
it's
elevated quite a bit.
It's very high.
And with no paneling to stop it, so it's just, you know, you can't even play off of the pedestal. You have to just commit to your shot there.
Right. So I ended up off to the left there a little bit.
Yeah, he should be right there.
That looked very nice.
It seemed like it was flying so slow, too.
It is 313 feet, so I mean, it's not mid-range or a fairway driver, possibly. Let's see if Matt can keep this going. Yeah, solid.
Wow.
Look at all that green.
That is crazy.
And here I am inside of Matt. A little to the right. Kevin with a nice putt. You can see how tall that basket is.
It really, and you know, if you look at kind of the entire field, it was a good score separator.
Yeah. It just separated me from Matt just a little bit more. Hey, hole 4. Beautiful hole here, the way they have it mowed. It's always green. I don't know how they keep it green, but it always is. But you're aiming at that branch from the right, at that branch to the right there. Hyzer out into the middle, right about here. And from there, you want to throw a nice wide upshot through these 2 trees. Skip up in here. And that's the basket. So that was a little inside, but look at that skip. Wow. That was a big skip. They're clapping for him up there.
That's always a good sign.
Kevin a little early. Can't remember last. It was a little early to the left.
Yeah.
He might have some trouble over there.
It may have even kind of kissed that tree a little bit up high.
Oop. Oh, Colten got it wide.
And that was a little more than a kiss on that tree.
But he's still in a position where he can attack the hole.
Oh, yeah. Straight shot right to the green with a letting the disc do the work
and
at the end.
Mine was inside early, too.
Yeah, but you got...
But I got through.
Great placement. Yeah, and with Colten's arm...
Yeah, definitely.
I think he might be left of the pin.
Yeah, you can see where Kevin ended up here. It's not friendly.
Oh, wow.
Get out.
I don't think he quite made it through.
Yeah, I think he was a little early.
But you have a good positioning here.
Kept it nice and wide. That looked all right. Matt in perfect position. He's really just playing good right now. He's throwing all his shots right. Yeah, nice skip right back by the basket. Yep, Kevin was a little early. He's giving it a bid.
Oh, wow. Just outside there.
Good comeback.
But, I mean, having to adjust from your tee shot and then your approach not working out exactly the way that you wanted to as well. Walking away with a par is never a bad thing.
Yeah. Matt with another birdie. Yep, got my birdie. And Colten with his birdie.
Star Wombat 3. This is a new addition to Garrett Gerthy's bag. This is the most utilizable disc that you can make do whatever you want. Throw it with the hyzer line low, it'll hold the hyzer. If I throw it with a little hyzer, throw a little high, pops up straight and holds the line straight. If I throw it for backhand about 60-70% and let it go about 380, 400. I'm gonna be getting a bunch of birdies with this at the World Championships this year.
All right, disc golf fans, shout out to Innova for making this coverage possible. And we're going to jump into the fifth hole, a new addition to this year's event. Tell us a little bit about it, Mike.
Well, this one's another one where distance isn't the main factor. If you're trying to land inbounds off the tee, you only have to get but so far. The open area does slope, though, down to the left. And it's
okay.
Nice stick, good stick. They were skipping. It's probably drier by now and better chance of them sticking. Colten still tries to get some D. That's looking really good. It's nice to land up on that right edge because then you know you're going to be in the middle.
And you can see what the old fairway used to look like here.
Yeah, and it's beautiful tee pads. It's another thing that the volunteer group does here. There you go, dead center. They have a guy that builds all their tee pads, so you can see they're all custom.
Is that going to squeak back in bounds? It does not. So it looks like Kevin is the one that found OB this time around, and you happen to readjust from round one?
Yes. I might have even came out and practiced this at lunch just to make sure I got it right. Okay, from here, you're going with an AVR. There's that left to right. That'll work. Inside the circle. Back going with the forehand again. There is OB all around the green too, but it's pretty far out. So as long as you're inside the circle, you have nothing to fear.
And you can really tell that it's starting to get real dry just by the dust that's getting knocked up here when you hit in the green.
Kevin, get up there to save this.
Oh, wow.
Good trees.
Good second
trees.
tree.
Nice. Good
Good
solid
stick.
putt. Yep. Matt up under a tree a little.
All right.
How about that? Another birdie.
Surprise, surprise.
Well played. There's that leaf. Did
I
you
was
see that leaf?
I was just gonna say, did that make you stop and reset?
I had my head down though.
Oh.
But I should have.
You could have told me that you did, and I would have known.
No, I knew that happened at some point, but I didn't know it was this round. I looked up and I watched the leaf. See, like I'm talking about it right now. And then I even asked the cameraman. I said, "Did you see it?" He goes, "Yeah, I saw the leaf fall down."
Literally right in your line of sight too.
So here we are in the 6th hole. This one's pretty open. You want to try to bomb one down here as far as you feel comfortable. Ending up on the left edge over here so that you have a fairly clean look up to the mound. The mound's hard to get anywhere up on. So most people throw into the base, or you try to hit the wall and land up on one of those. Colten was throwing it all the way to the mound in practice. So
Which is
hopefully we get to
crazy.
see him pull that off here. Matt throws a nice looking shot. Yep. Oh, good tree. That kept him out of any trouble over there.
Yeah, I would say that's probably pretty close to where he was last round.
I agree. Definitely. Colten ripping it into the trees again.
Get through.
See if he gets through this time.
Window there.
Oh, not quite. Nope. But he's still way
He's-
down there.
He's gonna be Matt's neighbor up there. And what are you throwing here?
I'm
Looks something
throwing.
different than
It's a
last time.
turn. No, it's the same disc.
Was it?
Yep. It's a champion turn. Let's get a nice glide. Get me down there. The wind seemed to be carrying him down there well, because I seem to be getting further than I usually do.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
come on, come on. It's coming.
Okay,
It's
good.
coming. Good.
Getting OB 2 holes in a row. That's gonna be.
It still creates a tough shot when you're over there, because you're not lined up with the main gap. So as you see, he's throwing a really high anhyzer.
Oh, and it
Oh, and it
sticks on that
stayed.
upper level.
Wow. That's a great shot, Kevin. And I'm trying to fluff one up and land it softly up top. I don't remember what happened.
I think you're to the right on the incline, I believe. Using the backstop.
Yep.
Just doesn't get quite as lucky.
And that's what happens most of the time. You end up at the bottom with that straight uphill putt. You can see how close Colten is, even though he hit trees.
Oh, and that's the way to play this
Yes.
hole. Wow.
But you got to be able to throw 570
Yeah.
feet.
There's
There's
that.
Matt. Look at that.
So
Wow.
much green.
That's amazing. He is just playing great.
This area treats Matt pretty well. I think he likes the
Yeah.
golf up in our neck of the woods.
I think you're right.
Nice putt.
Hey, thank you.
Kevin just walking up that nice 3rd tier. Yeah, good
Amazing.
birdie.
Yep. And Colten
Just to tap in.
tapping in from the top tier. Got 4 in a row. Nice run for him. Hole 7 here. You want to shoot through this gap. This one's 300 feet. Most of us will be throwing a slight turn over with a mid-range. The basket will be right here on this mound, right there. Yep. Matt does not turn it.
Oh wow! So similar play. He hit that kind of cluster of trees round 1, and it just did not hold the turn on him whatsoever. Still safe though.
Still safe. That's important. Colten then overturns it. He'll land on the hill. Yeah, be safe. So I wasn't sure if I could clear the water on this shot. So after watching those, so I decided to lay up right over by the short tee, right over by the drop zone.
Didn't want to hold the turn
Nope.
either.
No, not sure what's going on. I actually had a group ask me. They're like, "Oh, did you go into water? I saw you throwing from the drop zone." That's the drop zone right next to me there. It's like, no.
Solid approach.
Yep. I was fortunate to be in bounds. Here's Matt. He's
With
looking at that gap from further away.
If you've been following us along,
Wow.
I wanted him to get that so bad.
He was pretty far out, too. But he still hit the gap. And Kevin says, I can gap that, too. He was probably talking to him about it right there, yep. Colten ended up in a good spot.
Yeah, a lot closer than I thought.
And he's even like level with the basket, which you don't get a lot on this hole. A nice level
From that
putt.
side, yeah. Oh, man.
I think that went straight through the middle.
Well, it looks like Kevin's the splash out awardee this round.
And Matt, poor Matt's going to have to settle for a par.
One of the few pars of the round.
That's why I laid up, so I could get a nice safe par. Colten with the lone birdie there. Nice job, Colten. Hole 8, 354 feet. The object of this is to throw straight down this fairway all the way to the end and then just have it hyzer out after you get past that tree right there on your left. And that puts you in a good spot for a pretty easy up and down. You'll be right in the middle of this gap. There is an inside route that you can take, but it adds a lot more trees into the factor, but it can get you close to the pin also.
But really playing a skip, you'll see a lot. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Colten's going inside. I don't think he intended to, but he went through the small set of trees that you go through. So he's in great shape. Matt's playing for a big skip.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, and it looks like he got it. Wow. Through my Wraith, trying to get it straight, but I hyzered it too much, and I hit the inside trees. Kevin decided to follow my line.
You guys are neighbors up there.
Yeah.
Looks like you got the best of them on it, though.
There's nothing good over here. Nothing good at all. But somehow Kevin finds the way, and he puts it right up by the basket, I believe.
Wow.
Look at the other group's looking back. Like, where did that come from? I think I have a shot between these little trees. Like, if I hit it, I'm okay. But I hit the stump.
It looks like it brought you far enough out, though, that you're kind of unobstructed from that point of view.
Yeah, but I think I'm still like 60 feet out. I don't know. I feel like I'm far out.
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, maybe not quite 60. Probably similar to last round. Probably like 45, 50.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Dead straight at it, too. Can you bring back the birdie again?
Wash out the taste of that nasty par. Yeah, nice birdie, Matt. Well played. And Kevin's shot from way back there in the mess ended up right there. That was an amazing birdie. Yeah.
I think that's, what's one of the best things about this sport is that you can just get really creative depending on what your outcome is, and if you plan it right, it works out.
Yeah. So this is hole 9, 301 feet. You want to hit that initial gap with a slight turn, and then hope you get through this last set of trees. It's really hard to hit a proper line. Slight turn through that gap, just like he did, and then see what happens. Kept that one nice and low.
That one looks like it kept fighting forward there on him.
It's hard to tell by his reaction. He reacted suddenly. That looks like it went through.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Awesome.
I didn't even see Kevin drive. That looked like an upside down shot, maybe?
Hard to tell. Kevin, if you're watching, let us know in the comments below.
Oh, Colten. Tree. Oh, look, he's standing on like the root part of the tree.
Yeah, it's always tough with seeing, like what I was mentioning and asking you earlier is like, he may have liked being slightly outside a little better because it gave him that step option.
So Matt ended up past the hole again.
Oh,
what? Wow. Look at that. And he just missed another green square. Whoa, that almost kicked out for him.
And it would have been, right on target with how his putts have been going this round. If you're able to clean up the birdie.
Yeah, it's always happy to get that hole. And Colten with a same round. Lots of green too.
All right, so Matt is starting to make his push.
Yeah, 14 down. That's impressive. Very clean.
Yeah, and you're still in contention. We got a whole nother round, lots of golf to play, so can still put up a fight. And then Colton's right on your tail as well.
Yep.
So the overall standings, it looks like we are subbing out Kevin for Reed in round 3. So stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss the action and the conclusion here. But as of right now, we are concluding the back 9 coverage for the round 2 MPO Stafford Open 2019. This coverage is brought to you by Innova, and we'll see you next round.